Hi everyone, welcome to the ultimate guide for the ERAS application for Match 2026 and beyond. In this video, we'll talk about one of the most pivotal parts of the ERAS CV called the setting preference. And if you choose right here, you can literally double your interviews. If you choose wrong here, you might not get many interviews at all. So listen carefully till the end. The next section is the setting preference. Indicate your preference or lack of preference for rural or urban regions. In terms of picking a setting preference, it's going to give you the option between a rural area, a suburban area, or a urban area, or a mix of both. So urban here is defined as a city with a high central part of a city with a high population. Suburban area is a smaller urban area around the city which is less populated. A rural area is an area where there is a lot of land with few homes or buildings and low population density. In terms of picking a setting preference, here are my recommendations. There are two types of applicants I meet whenever they are applying for the match. One is somebody who has an average application or a below average application and they want to just maximize interviews. If that is the case, my recommendation to you is do not pick any preference here, because if you pick a preference, this would preclude you from consideration by programs in the setting that you have not chosen, and it will damage your chances. And there's a way to explain this, which I will go over later. However, if you're the other type of applicant who has a very strong application and you just care about a certain preference that you only want the city or the urban area, then you can pick a preference and explain that. But most applicants, if they choose no setting preference, how do we explain that? So this is the way I would explain a no setting preference based upon my experiences. I embrace the hustle and bustle of cities, so I love the urban areas, appreciate the balanced community feel of suburban areas, it has a balanced community feel, and value of close-knit relationships in rural settings. My diverse experiences across India, Brazil, and the US have prepared me to thrive in any environment. So I've given an explanation for that no setting preference, and we are just going to take this and copy paste it there, that this is why I'm not picking a preference, and move forward. Again, if you're picking another preference, you would just explain why that certain reason is based upon your own personal experience. Next is asking us to input the hometown, which it's telling us it's an area where you have currently or previously lived and you feel strong ties or sense of belonging to. If you have come to the US and if you have any family, I would put that as a hometown here, because many programs which are really small or rural really like applicants who are from that certain hometown, because these are the types of applicants in their experience who tend to stick into the program, who tend to go to the program and then stick to the program and then practice as attendings. Make sure you put at least 3 hometowns. If you have stayed in the US and you have family or friends, you can input it there. Let's go to the education. Next is giving us a section for inputting higher education. Lastly, guys, since so many of you have asked me about ERAS CV editing for this math season, if you are interested, we have one of the best programs called ERAS CV 3X, which is designed to transform your ERAS CV from a checklist into an interview magnet. Because again, programs don't interview lists, they interview people, and we want to use your ERAS to showcase you as somebody who they would think would fit into their residency programs. We differ because we use our 3X protocol, which is what program directors in the US are trained on to evaluate your application to decide if you get an interview or not. This includes taking it through multiple models like EACM model, ACGME core competency model, and PCM6 communication model to make sure that you're fitting the evaluation criteria that will get you the interview. What you get in this is access to a one-to-one physician mentor for about 2 to 3 hours who will sit with you and craft your ERAS CV by reviewing your personal statements or any other application materials and discussing with you what to put, what not to put. And we also do PS and LOR alignment checks if you have access to the LORs. We deliver your ERAS CV to you in hand within 24 hours of submission. And what people find with us is that we double the rates of interview invites and match chances for most of our applicants. If you're interested in match packages, you can check out our match packages, which will get you at least 2x the interview invites and 2x your match chances compared to a similar applicant who does not use this service. We use the 3x model and a lot of our proprietary technology to edit. This is done by a human editor, and this is probably the most comprehensive packages you will find. We have match students who are matched into top universities who can again talk about their experience with us.